All right, Rachel, thank you. Well, a U.S. retailer is offering its workers a little me time in exchange for getting a COVID-19 vaccination. Discount grocery chain Aldi announced Tuesday it will provide its hourly workers up to 4 hours of paid time off to receive the vaccine. That's 2 hours of pay for each dose. The company says it will also cover the cost of the vaccination for employees. Dollar General, Trader Joe's, and Instacart have all made similar moves. Grocery chain Kroger is testing out a new shopping cart that might allow shoppers to say goodbye to checkout lines. The new Kroger Go cart is equipped with a card reader, which allows shoppers to pay at the cart itself. It's also equipped with a scale for items sold by weight, and there's a screen that makes shopping suggestions and promotional offers. We call that marketing. The Kroger Go is being tested at a store in the Cincinnati area where Kroger is based, and right now the company is gathering feedback from shoppers and employees. A once popular iPhone feature could be making a comeback, and the pandemic is to blame. Apple is reportedly thinking about bringing back Touch ID. The fingerprint sensor went away in 2017 as Apple started phasing out iPhone home buttons, but the tech giant is now testing a version of Touch ID that would live under the iPhone's display. That's according to Bloomberg.